Wedding rings, it's a huge part, if not one of the highlights of the wedding ceremony. And when you're seen not wearing your band as a married person, you're seen as not honoring the sanctity of marriage, and sometimes seen as being single. But does it really, really matter? And for many others, isn't a wedding ring just an outdated symbol of ownership? So this wedding ring matter. I know I'm very guilty as charged.
Let me share this story.
Right.
Because somebody's, when I say slide into my DM, and was the language and tone of the, I didn't even tell Mariah about this until this topic came up. The person was like, Mariah is a symbol of marriage. She is a symbol of a married woman. How can she come on air and not wear a wedding ring? I have been studying this for the past 3 days. She has not worn her ring for the past 3 days. And I had to say that. And that was the time she lost her ring. She misplaced it. So I told the guy that, no, Mariah is not like that. She misplaced her ring. And the reply was, how can she misplace her ring?
Anything
that the ring is a vital part of a marriage. It shows that you are responsible. If you misplace your ring, it shows you are not a responsible person. At that point, I just didn't bother replying the man again. Yes, there was no need. But it just dawned on me how one, the way they feel that your life is they have a say in how you live your life. Number two, what is this thing about rings? Because I've seen men wear rings boldly, and they will still toast a single lady and say that this marriage is over. I'm just wearing the ring for. Yes, we're waiting for the divorce. So it doesn't really make any difference if you look at it. Well,
it depends what importance you attach to it personally. For me, my wedding ring, I don't even know where it is. I don't know where it is. This one I wear was given to me at my Akidu Nikah, which is the first stage of the Nikah. And it was given with a lot of sentiment attached to it. My husband gave me this poetry that I will not forget. and gave me this ring as part of my mar, which is the dowry, the Islamic one, and said so many things to me. The importance of this ring to me, even he doesn't know. Because the way he was saying that in front of family members that day, I remember when he asked me to marry him, I said, I have my dog girl now, go and see my father. And he said, don't worry, everything will be done in front of family members. And he gave me the ring. When they gave me my wedding ring at the proper wedding ceremony, I was just like, this one doesn't matter. In fact, I dumped it somewhere.
This has more for you.
But this for me has a lot of value. If I leave my house without it, I feel naked without it. That's how important it is. So it depends what you attach to the ring.
For me,
it's not a form of piece of jewelry.
The ring is just a symbol of marriage. The most important thing for me is the marriage, and not all these symbols, whether you put this one here or you wear this one and all of that. This is my second ring. The first one I had, thieves stole it. They burgled and stole it, both my ring and my husband's ring. Exactly. They stole the ring. When I went on vacation, I had to get this one. I got this from Dubai, and we started wearing the ring. Then when I added weight, when I was pregnant for my third baby, I added so much. The ring didn't enter. So I took it off, and I put it here, this last finger. And I remember one time I was on a bus going out, and a guy was talking to me, and I said I was married. And he said, but you're not wearing your ring. I said, this is it here. He said, this one means divorce, oh, that means you're going to divorce very soon. I was like, excuse me, I'm big now, I can't wear this here. So for me, we attach so much importance to irrelevant things, as far as I'm concerned.
My own experience, I personally don't like wearing rings. I don't like the idea of rings. I don't like wearing rings. Even jewelry generally. My mom just dumps these things on me, but I don't wear these things.
I'm meeting you for the first time.
So what happened was that, actually, it wasn't as if I intentionally didn't want to wear my ring. My husband was the first one that started this drama. He lost his own ring. So he was going around town without his ring. I'm there wearing a ring, and I'm wondering, okay. And I was like, hey, go and buy now. So I'm wondering, so if you're not wearing...
It's not important to you.
It's not important to me. So that means I don't even like wearing the ring in the first day. I just first removed it. So unfortunately, I now misplaced it. That was the time where that person cut category. But later, I found the ring. And then I had gained weight also. So it couldn't really enter. So I put it down. So yes, it can enter now, but it's there. I see it every day. I'm just like, you are there.
Wear it on.
Now, unfortunately, I'm going to cut my finger, so I can't even wear it again. But the point is that I'm not a ring person. I'm married.
You see, the thing is, I usually hang out with my husband. Now, my husband doesn't wear a ring because he misplaced the ring he liked. So when he got another one, he didn't like it and he still doesn't wear. It hurts me, like I'm just always irritated about it. Because prior to marriage, I never used to wear rings at all. And immediately they just put the ring inside my finger like this. It just gum. And I take my bath, I do everything, I take everything. Some people were asking me that, how much? I said, yes, if you know the price, it's not high price, it's not the monetary value. It's just the fact that, so in case you don't know, I am taking, don't toast me. I'll do my hand like this, like I'm not interested. So what I'm doing is, as I'm doing my hand like this, you should see my ring, so that in case you miss it.
People feel that because you don't wear a ring, it means that you want to be divorced. You want to make yourself available.
I was hanging out with my husband, and we were together. We were dancing. He does PDA a lot, and he just went to ease himself. And somebody gave me his card with the phone number, and I was wondering. And I always do this, my hand like this, like, hello, did you miss the ring? Did you not just see my husband?
He didn't care.
He said, no, you can just call me after. And I was like wondering, I thought this ring gave me, that freedom. I didn't used to groove. I didn't go out. I didn't do anything.
The guys of these days do not send your ring.
Really bad.
They don't
it's a sign of respect.
So
they see the ring and they still come.
I am a madam,
like you said earlier, should we focus on the marriage itself or this ring that we must wear? We can say, I'm taking,
I'm taking.
And
for me, it's not about ring.
Another thing, I don't like people forcing things down my throat. I don't like to conform. I'm not one of those conformists that, okay, society says you must wear a ring. I won't wear it. So what will happen?
Right. If somebody comes to meet you now and is aggressively,
you come and meet me. I am married.
I don't get it. I do bridal makeup.
Married.
I do makeup for people that are getting married and they're not as hot as you or as pretty as you. So I can still see you and think that she doesn't have a ring. She's available, and then I focus on you and turn you to a project.
Tell you now, can't I open my mouth?
So what I'm saying is, one of the things that ring used to do for me.
I don't know.
The ring used to give me status. I did marry early, but it made me feel like I was a madam. Because immediately I was a babe.
It's about the madam.
They were treating me as a babe.
Exactly. That's where I was driving to.
We're calling me babe. Immediately I got married. They will now greet me.
Madam.
Your madam.
That's where I was going to. That I think it just gives you that status of madam.
You're married now.
I don't want anybody to madam me.
I don't want
Moriah, please don't madam me. I'm just me.
For this ring thing, I remember when I was going for acting auditions and I wear my ring. Before I added this weight, I really was a size 12. And so you can't look at me and see marriage. So I walk into the room, I'm done with my auditions, and then they flash their eyes and see the ring and they say,
you're not available.
You're married. One day, producer called me and said, nobody will give you a job because there are a lot of young, desperate babes that can do anything for this role. And you're coming here to do madam for us. Nobody will give you. So I started going for auditions, taking off my ring.
Wow.
Yes. I need the job. I needed the job.
Let me take Emeka from Maiduguri. Emeka, are you there?
Yes.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Am I on?
You're live.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So the topic you brought this morning is very interesting. Yeah. I want to tell you. I want to take up, first of all, thank the lady on hijab. Okay. And then that you have made my point. Wedding ring is a sign of marriage. Okay. So if you don't put on a wedding ring, that means you are a single person. It's just like you coming to work in the bank. If you are like a bank, I cannot wear miniskirt to the bank. If you are coming to the church, you cannot wear miniskirt to the church.
Okay.
Do you understand me? So that wedding ring is a sign that you are under somebody. Like me now, as I'm sitting down here in Medjugorje, my wedding ring is my hand. That will show that if anybody sees you, okay, a lady there brought an issue that, yes, some men that wear maybe wedding ring, they used to cheat. That is irrelevant as far as I'm concerned. It depends on you and your God. If you are...
It's just as relevant. No. It's very relevant. I say it's irrelevant.
It's a sign of respect that the husband has given to you that I am married to you.
You see, these things, thank you very much.
It's a sign of respect,
I feel
Morayo.
that these are things that we created ourselves. These are
Morayo.
social values we create ourselves.
Yes.
Somebody sat down somewhere and said, okay, let us use this as a way to identify your married person. Let us use this.
But there's a reason for it.
So
There's a
you can
reason for
choose. You can choose. Say, it's not about the ring.
My husband never wore his ring. He wore his ring the first time when he was in Europe, when a lady was hitting on him on the train, and he had to. Once he put the ring on, she stopped hitting on him.
That's the reason.
That was when he knew the importance of it.
See, the ring is very, very important because it is a sign of saying that we see it as a responsibility thing, that you're responsible to, and you're committed to this thing, because responsible men will see you, or a responsible woman will see you with the ring and say, she is not available, he is not available, let me respect myself. However, when you don't wear it, you are available, and that is the difference. So if you made that commitment,
stop wearing my ring.
Guys do we have?
Nobody has come to and tell me something. I don't, because
you are not in the place.
You're
I'm not where?
You are not there yet.
In the place.
No, it's not about being in the place.
There are
You're just
places
saying that
the
responsibility and the respect you get from wearing your ring is something you have earned by being a faithful, loyal, married person.
Let's take some
And you should not take that away from it. It's important.
Let me take this call first. Hang in there from Joss. I have a call from Joss. Morning, are you there? Hello? Hello? I think we lost that call. Tweet space.
Okay, Bab says, for me, wedding ring is a Western credo which Africans popularized. Wedding rings had nothing spectacular to the marriage solemnization. The two major scriptures have nothing spoken about wedding rings. So why the craze?
Thank you.
Okogbo Michael says, the value placed on wedding rings differ from individuals. Ring or no ring, you can still use your mouth to say your status.
Simple.
Toma Deck says that wedding ring is just a Western symbol to keep potential toasters away. It is not a symbol of loyalty, which is true. Because like I mentioned, that there are some men that want to cheat and they'll still wear their wedding rings. However, there's this craze about the value of wedding rings. You know, people go out their way. Yes, and they want emerald.
It has to
they
be
want
diamond.
Yes, diamond rings. It's just a commercialization of the idea.
Let's take a break. We have to come. Unfortunately, we might continue this conversation because our celebrity guest is kind of stuck in traffic. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So unfortunately, I was told that our celebrity guest is stuck in traffic, I think in Lekki, the same Lekki toll gate issue. So unfortunately, we have to continue our conversation. So somebody was alerting me that Deeper Life, actually, they don't wear rings and they're married, successfully married. So we put too much, I just feel like we place too much value on the issue of marriage. I personally don't like rings. I'm not going to say because society wants me to wear a ring and that's how I wear. I don't wear jewelry. I saw my wristwatch and maybe a bracelet that my mom sends to me. And because she sends it to me, that's why I have to honor her and wear it.
That's the same thing. Now you put it because your mom sends it.
There's something we do in this part of the world. We take away, we misplace our priorities, if you ask me, because we don't focus on the most important. And we put so much energy into trivial issues. The issue of marriage, let's take for instance somebody who wants to plan a wedding. They spend so much planning that wedding. At the end of the day, they get into the marriage, 1 year, 2 years, and everything is crumbled. That's exactly what we're having with this ring. Because I'm not wearing my ring does not mean I do not love my husband. Does not mean I'm not faithful to my husband.
Simple.
Anything could have happened. I might not like it, like she said. Anything could have happened.
How are you?
Very well.
I'm going to contribute about the issue of wedding ring.
Go ahead.
Wedding ring. Having ring on or not does not signify faithfulness to one's marriage.
Yeah.
Some people, even with their wedding ring, you see them engaging in extramarital activity.
Thank you, ma'am.
My husband and I doesn't wear wedding ring. That does not mean that we are not faithful to each other. So I just see wedding ring as a kind of whatever you call it. Anybody that you make a proposal or not will not, because you are putting on wedding ring, not making the proposal.
All right. Thank you very much.
From these two tweets that I have, one is saying that is it the ring that joins them? The other one is saying that, you know, it's the importance attached to it. It's about, the ring is a social construct that we can outlive it. We should focus on the marriage. And the important things is, Oluwasumi Sire says, it is important for married persons to always put on their ring. It has happened to me toasting married singles. Is it a sign of branding? So that my husband is taking and I am taking.
I didn't get that word. Toasting married singles.
Yes, because you're not wearing your ring, you're a married single.
So married single
now the ring now becomes a form of branding on a person. So you see a person and you can easily
stamp on you.
Just
married.
Stamp married.
Married.
Look at the finger, married. You
Let me take this call from Divine. Divine, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Yes, the issue of wedding ring is something that it's a borrowed idea. And I don't see the significance of that wedding ring. I know that some churches don't even give you wedding ring.
At all.
Deeper life, I
Some
hear.
churches give you a Bible on their wedding day. So, and I discover even there are some single ladies who don't even like to even date a single guy. They prefer married people.
Yes.
In fact, I was
girls.
posting a girl in the Facebook. The girl asked me, am I married? That he doesn't like to go out with this
Single people.
young boy that wear
Sag.
low. You know, so this issue of wedding rings, I don't see any value. Many young girls these days even prefer married people.
Yes.
So
Thank you very much, Divine. Yes,
Now,
Tokwe.
since we live in the world and we have adopted this culture, I feel that it's a sign of respect to me
Okay.
for my husband to wear his wedding band.
What about you?
I wear mine religiously. So I feel that it is a sign of respect and commitment to me that you take out. It might not be comfortable, but you show that at least to those that are honest, that I am unavailable. It is respect for me.
I have an aunt, Mrs. Osho. She saw me at a party. Where did you get that? And I'm like, it's at home.
You know there's a class thing.
You know, she's
Yes, you know
not
there's a
really,
class
really
thing.
disappointed. How you come on? And I'm wondering.
You know, there's another class of those that...
Our mothers are listening to you right now, and they're yes, and they're rooting for you. But the truth is that there's a newness out there. We have to make new definitions.
The newness is there's a newness of open marriages. You know, the one where we are married, but we have an agreement that sometimes I like the other. I'm by.
Yeah.
So I can do and is allowed.
Right.
There's a newness that we cannot continue to the evolution. Yes, we cannot continue to encourage. So yes, there are irresponsible men and women out there that would wear wedding rings and still go out and cheat. There are men and women that will see wedding ring and still ask you out. But the point, it doesn't negate the fact that the wedding ring is a sign of a responsible
let me take this call.
person.
Would you go ahead, please?
For me, wedding ring or no wedding ring, I don't attach much importance to wedding ring. I don't wear. My husband don't wear. That doesn't, whether you wear a wedding ring or not, doesn't make you, faithful or unfaithful. It's just you and how you want to live your life as a Christian or as a married person. Some ladies, just like the man said, they like men that are married. It's those ones that will give them money, those ones that will make life better for them. So whether with the wedding ring or not, it doesn't really matter to some ladies. They don't care about it. It's just like we are placing so much importance on it.
The fact that they are
some people have it as
irresponsible does not make it wrong.
like a bragging right.
Right, the fact that they are irresponsible people that still do it doesn't make it wrong. Wearing a ring is the right thing to do. If for any reason some are medically unable to do it, they always react to something. They cannot afford to buy pure gold, and anything that is not pure gold, they will react to it. If that's the case, but the point is, if you're married, wear your wedding ring.
Okay, that's for you. Where you have said it, we have heard. If you're married, I'm wearing my own. But I like the feel when I go out and somebody comes to talk to me and
you feel like you're still in the market.
Yeah, so I'm still in the market. It's not I feel like I know I'm still in the market. Toast me and all of that. And then they ask, even if they don't ask, can I just mention I'm married? No, I start from I'm married. They're like, you're married? You have kids? I have 3 children. I like that feel. Good. Yes, and when I get home, I just organ like, my toasters today and all of that. I like that feel for me. So ring or no ring. And even when I wear my ring, I've been wearing my ring for a long time now. I went out yesterday and somebody still came after me.
And you were
I was wondering, like, they didn't see the ring.
For me, on your view. Because people don't approach me. They gave me that respect, like, okay, we know Brian. Because
Madam, you have the Mommy Gio look. I'm doing demonstration.
Mommy Gio look is not a bad look.
Seriously, the reverse is the case.
Okay.
If someone were to ask me out as I am, I always feel insulted.
Me too.
For you, I don't.
Insulting.
Yes,
don't.
I actually feel.
You can see me where I am going, wearing ring, minding my own business, you're approaching me.
Yes.
I feel that you're irresponsible. You're trying to make me one of
Yes.
like you. So I don't appreciate it. Don't come to me. My husband can do all the compliments.
Johnny, thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Thank you very much. I say, good morning.
You're live. Go ahead.
Okay. What I see about the importance of a wedding ring here is not that much.
Okay.
What I was saying here is that the importance of this wedding ring is not that important very well, because nowadays most of the ladies are wearing it for fashion. And then some are wearing it at least in order to roam about or to deceive some people. So that's why I think the most important thing is the marriage, not the
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Thank
So we all agree that it's more about the marriage, but the part we've not really talked about is the branding part, the respect that comes, that women feel that, oh yes,
but the truth is
I've arrived.
that women tend to be treated
with
respect when they are seen as already married, because some men
I still
feel
get
that,
the respect
some men
without the
feel
ring.
that,
I
no,
still get the respect.
Some men feel that you have that courage. So a lot of girls are a bit unsure, but once they've gotten married, they get that confidence.
Get it before
and then
you get
after
married.
you've gone through pushing, you know that's, oh, I've given
Madam,
birth and all that, you
Emma.
become, and you know, life experiences happen to you in marriage that makes you feel like, I've dealt with it, I've dealt with this. And so you come across that extra confidence in you. Some get it immediately once you wear the ring. You will not have to live up to that position. But the point is, once you're married, the society respects you. Right. And so people strive to have that, our society respects you. Which is why somebody single can step out of a gym, of a big jeep, and they'll still look at her like, she does not have a crown over her head.
Oh, please.
Yes, it's bad.
Oh,
yes,
please.
it's bad.
We are
yes,
the ones that
agree.
created all these social norms,
yes,
remember?
Yes, we don't agree, but it's still the norm around us.
Let me take this call, I believe.
Yes. To start with, I'm not married first, right? But I think it's not all about the wedding ring or the accessories attached to it. It's about the marriage proper, right? I've had people talk about, I know a friend, he's married with gold ring in his hand, he's cheating up and down. I know him, do you understand? So it's about the value the partner holds for each other. Whether you're wearing the ring or you're not wearing the ring, if you respect and be faithful to each other, fine. I was born into a deeper life family. My father loved gold. He wears gold watch and all. But till he died, I never saw the man wear wedding ring. I think when I became conscious, like from 6-7 years old upwards, I never saw him with wedding ring or my mother. They are married. I envy.
Thank you very much,
and I wish mine would be like theirs.
I think we've all agreed that it's not on the issue of do we need it or not.
So for those of us who insist that you must wear it, what about what's the fuss about
what does it do for you?
What's the fuss about the value
that you place on it? Yes.
The monetary value. There's another category of, I insisted on white gold.
You wanted white
diamond,
gold.
and I got it.
Yeah. Same here.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
It has to be
So
gold.
I really didn't care.
I didn't care.
I got a really good ring.
I've been rocking my stainless steel.
I didn't want to wear a ring that my roommates in law school will value when I go.
Can you
I
imagine?
didn't want something that would wash as well.
My ring actually, because my aunt owns a
mine
jewelry
for 9
store
years.
in Silverbird Galleria. So that's where I went to pick up the ring. I mean, so it was pretty pricey, but it was. I mean, I did it because society said we should wear a ring. Really, left to me.
My ring is
after that wedding day,
cheap,
I was ready to drop the ring
it's very
somewhere.
valuable to me. It's stainless steel, and it has not washed or changed color, and I do everything with it. So I'm proudly an Ijebu girl, and I always say it. So if I can get it cheap, I will go for it. So I knew that you can get good quality, and we force ourselves to conform to society a lot, to the detriment.
That's what I choose not to. I would not conform. If everybody says wear it, when you say go right, me I'll go left because I want to see what will happen if I go left. I've been married now, and nothing has happened.
They can be cutting head on the left side.
Forget it. The thing is, let's focus on the most important aspect. Are you happy in your marriage? Are you working towards your marriage?
No, let me ask you a question. We've agreed on the issue of you can have a happy marriage with or without.
Yeah.
But let me ask you a question. As a woman, do you feel more respected when you have your ring on? Do you feel that sense of I am responsible, I have arrived when you wear your ring?
For me, they didn't ask you. It's me they asked.
Sorry.
I don't know, but for me, my confidence has always come with me.
Right.
So I've always been a confident person with or without a crown.
Right.
So sometimes I like to hide myself.
Right.
You won't even know I'm there. You won't even know the kind of things I control till you come close to me.
Right.
I hide. So I don't need that, oh, the madam has come. Oh, there was somebody that was coming to rent one of my apartments.
Right.
And they came into the house. I opened the gate and they said, okay, we like this place. I said, okay, you have to call the lawyer. He said, can you call the landlady for me? And I was like,
Do I look like a housemaid?
I looked at myself, first of all, and said, I really need to speak to the landlady. I said, madam, whatever you need, just talk to the lawyer. The landlady does not, until she entered my compound. It was when we now saw the lawyer that she saw me, I was like, oh,
yeah,
I like that kind of
all right,
thing.
I think I have a call. Thanks for calling, sir. Go ahead.
So for the past 1 year, thank God I'm in today.
Go ahead.
Welcome.
Good. You see, what you people have to understand is very simple. Wearing wedding ring, I thank God my wife is not around now. Doesn't speak anything. It speaks nothing. Because it's part of fashion nowadays. Even I'm very sorry to say it, I had a girlfriend as I'm talking to you. She always kissed my wedding. Oh, love this. I like
this.
Samson, let's cut before, please. Thank you, Samson. Don't do.
Samson has wedding ring and has my friend.
Before, please, let me hear him.
See, let me tell you, as a lady, if a guy don't accept idea sitting by the right, every other people look take away. You can have a long.
Okay, I don't look take away. Thank God.
I don't want to be taken. It shows that
I'm already
people
taking.
love you. Your husband takes good care of you.
Yes.
The situation that somebody was asking my wife out, and I love you so dear. I said, oh, baby, you are still okay. I let this guy go ahead and ask her. The guy was just smiling. Sister, I love you. It doesn't bring anything.
All right. Thank you very much, Samson, for your comments.
Thank you.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll continue the conversation.
We need a break.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So this is our guest that did not come today as caused wahala.
Because
Because he has not, our guest, our celebrity guest is stuck in traffic. So that's why Samson can call us and tell us he has a girlfriend. that is liking his ring.
He's being
okay, Samson,
honest. He's being honest. There's a trend right now in our society where married people, married women and married men date. As in, they have affairs. You are married, you have your husband,
I've been hearing,
they have affairs. I have seen it happen.
I've been hearing this thing recently so much.
It's a trend
we need to do a topic on it. I hear that married women are the ones that are cheating now.
Yes, so.
Like they are like really, there's a huge number of women out there doing
and they are smart about it.
We've discussed it.
At the risk of sounding, or praising ourselves, we've talked about, these things coming up in marriages. Sometimes when you have those issues in marriages, you talk to partners. We've brought coaches, we've brought counselors. We provide solution. Those women, because married women that are cheating probably have one dissatisfaction or the other in their marriage.
Let's save our comments on that for when we do this topic again. But let's go back to this topic. Let's take some tweets, please.
Adeshino Oladayo says, wedding ring is simply a social identity. He said that if for the home with your spouse is meaningless, it's a show of transition. Your engagement is a show of transition to marriage. The wedding ring is your ID card that you wear when you leave the house to keep the identity of being married. So that's... I
have a call from Delta State.
Yes, I'm here.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please, Eddie.
All right. Talking about this wedding ring.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, we are hearing you. Go ahead, Eddie.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here. All right. Talking about wedding ring. I don't know. Some people will say that if you want to, because the wedding ring is a symbol of your marriage, and if you want to cheat with another girl, you have to put the wedding ring to show that you respect your marriage. But they don't know that that wedding ring is like a coverage over you and your marriage and your family. Why I said this is this. Why I said this is this. One, any girl, if a man is wearing his wedding ring, any girl that sees you that you are wearing that ring and decided to still go out with you, if she went to do anything to get you as a man from your wife, she will not succeed.
But wedding ring is an ammo.
Let me take some tweets, please. I have one here. Babakura Gambo says, please advise Samson. Then another one says, Lekon, woman with wedding ring are more they have more infidelity than one without ring.
Really?
Yes, according to him. Then somebody else says, TVC, the wedding ring is a public statement to total strangers that you have entered into a covenant with another person.
Fola Rahim says, I can't remember where my wedding ring is, and I've been happily married for 20 years. But away from the reason for and against, an uncle told me that electrocution is higher with a wedding ring on your finger. Daddy E says, hey sis, a wedding ring on your finger does not make you a wife. Your character does. Don't fool yourself.
Okay.
In as much as wearing the wedding ring is not a sign of being faithful in marriage, I want to ask Mariah a question. That's from Daria Adeniyi. How will you feel if I walk up to you in a mall and ask you out?
Feel good. I'm still beautiful. Simple. And I'll tell you.
No, is not your question. Let Mariah answer the question. Let me give you back your
answer. Anyway, if you ask me, I'll feel disrespected.
Thank you.
Because that's exactly how I feel. My character, the way I carry myself, doesn't in any way.
No, we're different.
The way I carry myself doesn't in any way suggest that I'm single, or doesn't in any way suggest that I'm available to have that conversation. So if you come up to me and have that conversation, I look at you that you're actually disrespecting me.
As in the day somebody did that to me, I was wondering, I said, I'm a Christian. Why would this person, as I was said, do I look like I'm not a born-again Christian?
That's what the person feels.
So I had to first check myself to be sure that, was I giving out a signal?
You might not, it's not about you.
Yeah, I wanted to be sure that I wasn't, because sometimes you might not be sure. You're indirectly, maybe because you're just flirtatious and you're not aware that your confidence is coming across.
A man that likes you will like you.
I know. I'm just saying,
I do anything.
You're right.
I had to analyze myself to be sure if I wasn't giving out those signals. But you asked her a question that, what was the question again?
If somebody walks up to me, I'll feel.
So now, the idea of somebody walking up to a man, and Lagbaja sang this many years ago, that now you're right to ask you, now my right, whether I go agree
or not.
So I reserve the right to agree or not. Okay. And so no woman should feel like you are disempowered because
I have a brother who, I mean, those days his wife used to be, his wife was really hot, and he felt good when tried to approach her. He felt that, because he likes
my
his
babe.
wife. That's my babe. So my husband, my brother feels really good when men approach his wife, because he knows she has enough self-control not to go above, but he feels like him. So different strokes for different people.
Because of the background I had.
Asked was about that confidence, that did being married change? Did it make you feel better?
More confident.
Honestly, for me, the moment I got married, I felt a lot more confidence. And I'll say because while single, I was worried about being seen as a slut for dancing the way I love to dance, or grooving the way So when I got married, I feel like, I can wear that short skirt now.
And go and
I
dance.
am married. I can wear my tube. You will say I'm irresponsible because I am married. So it was a good boost for me at the time.
Let me take this call.
You see, wedding ring, before now, is an emblem of dignity to the wearer, either the male or the female.
Right.
But what we see these days is that wedding rings has no implication or anything that brings dignity again.
Yeah.
Why? Because the two parties, either man or woman, don't put regards, or the bond that it represents is has meaning to them.
Right.
You see a young lady saying you that you wear a ring, and he doesn't mind going out with you. Likewise, you see a young man seeing a woman that has not carried an emblem of prostitution in her. But yet the man will still like or wants to go out with that person.
Emblem.
So it is the person now, in the present day, it is the person.
Right.
It's
Thank
not
you very
about
much, Okusanya.
wearing the ring again.
Fantastic.
I'll take this tweet. Gentle Wahab says, even with wedding ring, see what a lady sent to a married man. Then he posted this picture. Using your wife's picture as a DP does not scare us. No be today with the enter gate where they write beware of dogs. That was really
Everybody, really, I don't need someone toasting me to validate me.
Yeah,
I think that once you're in a marriage, it's confirmed between the two of you when you've agreed that, this bond is going to happen. It's confirmed between the two of you who should validate who. So the compliments to my husband.
It's not about validation. It's not about validation. I know that I am. I am confident. I know that.
Just to reiterate my point earlier that Morayo agreed with, this is disrespect For me.
For you.
For me. Maybe as a single girl, I would respect you, but now if you do it to me, even when I'm quiet, I'm just really insulted.
This toasting thing does not even happen along the street, or you could be somewhere and somebody just hears you talk the way you're talking and just likes you.
No, sit down next to you and
okay,
start
I want to be
A lot of men are attracted to
that's
confidence. And confidence seems to go higher in married women. So that is why the married one. And same thing with men. You see, they say, this man, I have cooked him. If you had seen my husband as a single person, you probably won't be as attracted to him as he is now. I have packaged him. Same thing with the married woman.
Yeah.
The husband has molded, packaged, nurtured the beauty in her.
Right.
You are not seeing that beauty that somebody has maintained. You are not finding it attractive.
Unfortunately, we have to end the conversation. But so you guys are wearing your wedding ring.
Wear your wedding ring.
But
I'm wearing mine.
My own is that choose to wear your wedding ring. Don't let anybody choose for you. I choose not to because I just can't be bothered. But I know my mother's going to call me, Koya, sorry, no, wear your ring. And I trust my mom. That's all we can take on the show. Hope you enjoyed the show this week as much as we did. Yes, Don't forget, you can join our live audience shows on Wednesdays. Come early. We can only take 30 people so that it doesn't look too cramped up. All right, have a fabulous weekend. We'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye.